gold cleanup time. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Hello, hello. All right. Hey there, Jack.
Hey,
How's it going? How was the river today?
It was pretty speedy today.
So it's been raining a whole bunch. The rainy season finally just started, and it's been raining like crazy. Monsoon season, which is wild here in the mountains. However, it gets hot during the day, around noon, 1 to 3 in the evening, it starts to rain and the rivers are rising. The dredge is still floating. We're on the gold. We're on the pay streak, so we're following it, and we're on some really good gold. Today, behind me, we got a whole bunch of buckets of material ore, and we're going to be screening all that, running it through the gold cube. I got a gold wheel over here, some other things, and hopefully we'll be seeing a whole bunch of gold. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce you guys here to Jack. Hey, Jack, how's it going?
Good, good.
Where are you from, Jack?
I'm out of Arkansas currently, and here in Colorado doing some gold mining.
All right, what's there on your shirt?
Oh, dang. It is my shirt that I have a giveaway for the American Dream Diamond. It's a nice shirt from Arkansas. So
Absolutely. So Jack here, I'm gonna come over by Jack. Met Jack a handful of years ago.
Hey,
down at the Crater of Diamonds, and this guy is a genuine diamond miner. Has found many diamonds, and earlier this year in January, was it?
yeah, yep. January, my best friend and I, we found a 6-carat 03 yellow in Arkansas. Definitely one of the best diamonds that have ever been found in the USA.
Oh yeah. So this guy has been diamond mining for years, living out of his van, traveling all over, treasure hunting, digging crystals, all these sorts of things. And finally, the dream has happened. He struck it rich and found a really big, vivid yellow diamond. And now he's here for a couple of weeks helping me dredge down in the river, and we're finding a whole huge pile of gold. So here we have got a bunch of buckets, the Bobcat here, we got a gold wheel. But what we're going to be doing is taking these buckets. These are today's dredge cons. We're going to bring these up here. We're going to screen them through this sieve right here. We're going to screen them. We'll show you that. We do a screening process, getting it ready. The finer material falls down through. We're going to Saruka center, pick out all the nuggets right here. Once we do that, we take our screened to 10 mesh material, and we're going to bring it over here to the gold cube. We're going to feed it through. We're going to get all this leveled, ready to roll. And we're going to feed the cons through here. And all of our gold is going to show up mainly in the top tray here. Then we have a second tray, vortex mat. And on the lower tray, we have large cell dream mat. Here at the bottom, we have a little piece of gold hog in this bucket flare. And this way, we keep the silt and sediment in the tub here. And once we're done with it, these are our tailings. Over here to the Bobcat bucket she goes. And once that Bobcat bucket is full, we can dump it anywhere we want and need. We'll go over our efficiencies. Our setup works very well at this stage, and we're getting literally like 99.78% of all the gold. And I'm pretty darn happy with that. If you guys want, we can take a look at this crazy gold wheel here. But today we're primarily going to be running this bad boy and hopefully seeing a pile of gold.
Absolutely.
What do you say, Jack?
We gotta get some water.
All right, well, I'm gonna run over here, take you guys along for the ride. Got a hose strung out. I'm gonna fill up our tubs. We're gonna say hello to Mr. Skull here. Turn on the water. And we're in business.
You want to learn a lot about diamond mining? That's what I'm prevalent doing. I found over 300 diamonds up further down the state pipe. But here in Colorado the last few weeks, been doing some dredging, and we got 6 buckets today that will process.
So I'm going to set you guys up here for a second. Feel free. I'm going to take a look at the comments, make sure we got everything working. Feel free to ask us anything you want. I'll try to answer as best we can. Gold miners, gold season is here. We're going to have a good cleanup. Let's hope we find some nice nuggets today.
I'll show you guys a little bit of gold.
Right.
Very shortly, some of our biggest plates. Colorado gold, today you're not finding a lot of nuggets, just more so dollar gold, and sometimes you'll find some really nice common plates that that's pretty good. We have a gold cube right here. This is where we find the majority of our gold. Over here we see a tin melt, and that's about every bigger step. Thanks for the phones, really appreciate you all. We're about to get things rolling here. I know this is a different scene to scenery. I'm normally looking for diamonds in Arkansas, but got a great opportunity to dig land for gold with my friend Diamonds here. So, hey, how you doing, bud? Is that Michael? Wish I had a few more hands. This would make it a little bit easier. Hey Dave, how's it going? We are just about to do some screening. Add a little bit more water to that. And I'm gonna go turn this off real quick. Do we need any other buckets filled up?
Nope. Yeah, actually, let's fill up these right here while we're at it. Yes. Cube is full. All right, Jack's filling up the buckets. Looking good. We got this station set up. I'll show you guys that here in a second. Gold cube. Let's see right there. And now we'll head over this way.
Thanks, Michael. Appreciate you. One of our viewers says they like our little chair.
Oh, the little pink chair. Yeah, my wife painted this. Nice little, this is our chair to search the Sarukas here. We'll show you guys in a second. But so what we're doing here, we got our tubs. First gonna grab a little bit of jet dry, finish jet dry. Gonna add it to this tub. Ooh, that was a big squirt right there. And then what's just about right is 3 scoopfuls into the screen. Most people screen to 1/8 inch mesh on to run through the gold cube. However, what works best for me, in my experience of all the years I've been dredging, mining down here, we got so much heavy, ultra heavy black sand magnetites that we really need to screen finer. And I use a 10 mesh screen here. That will improve our fine gold recovery. And let's see, tilt this down so you guys can see by screening the 10 mesh, we're going to be able to recover our fine gold that much better. So you got 3 scoops in here. I'm essentially trying to screen all the material, the finer 10 mesh minus material through the screen, down to the bottom, and into the tub. So I finish it off, diamond miners. What you got?
You mind if I adjust this just a
Oh
little
yeah,
bit? Thank
sure.
you.
So you got a lift this,
Okay, perfect.
and
Awesome.
then you can adjust it however needed. How's it looking?
I need to go back just a little bit. There we go. Perfect.
All right. So this is a technique from the Crater of Diamonds, from the diamond mine. So what we do, we settle everything really well like this, and then I'm doing like a sarukaing action where I pull all the heavy materials to the middle of the pile, middle of the screen here. So I go both ways, bounce it up and down. It's like a jigging action. Do that a couple times because I want all the fine gold and fine black sands to sink through the screen. And when I'm confident everything is washed and sunk down to the bottom, I lift it out, flip, let the water drain off a little bit, and then I flip it here into this tub. Let's see if we're on here. I'll flip it. Pour this water off. Don't need it. And it'll take, there we go. It'll take a little while. That's pretty awesome. This is a great example. So it'll take a little while when you got to build up a mound. But you can see the circle, this bullseye of heavies. This is magnetite, hematite. Let's see what else we got in here. Oh, dude, that might be a little piece right there. This yellow chunker isn't a nugget, but it's a piece of lead. And we're pulling lead out of the river. We're cleaning things up. So this is my lead jar right here. Boom. Goes in there. As you guys can see, we got a pile of lead we've harvested out of the river. And I'm going to take this and melt it down and make some lead weights for my dive belt. So we got a pair of tweezers. Got something that looks like gold down here. Let's take a look. This is either a magnetite with some orange clay, or this is a magnetite gold specimen. And I guess the way we can check, let's see, I have a pen magnet right here. Let's see if it picks it up. And it's not picking it up, which is a good sign. And actually, Jack, we got our first little specimen right there, dude.
That's awesome.
Yeah, all right, so what we do with this, here in the vial it goes. So we're putting our little pickers in there. We need some more water in there. And then, you guys can see, these are some of the larger pieces we've pulled out thus far. There's a huge garnet in there, a peridot. We'll have to take a closer look at those.
Nice.
Yeah, so then, to continue this, we do a quick look. I got some greenstone. Just so you guys can see, all these are magnetites. Look at that. We're picking up all this magnetite. So I'm just going to brush some to the side so we can see under the pile to see if we have any other flakes, pickers, or nuggets. I don't see anything. So then move on to screen numero dos. And again, so we're going to repeat that process, rinse and repeat. 1 scoop. 2 scoop, 3 scoop, and this is real time right here. Don't try to rush it. So you don't want to knock any rocks over and into the tub. My feet are getting wet, in fact, I promise you. That's pretty good. So now I'm going to start the sarukaing action. Side to side, turn it 90 degrees, side to side, shake it, settle it, pour the water off. Now we got a nice little pile started, and flip. So flip, we got our center, we got quartz on the edge. So clear quartz is relatively light, specific gravity of around 2.3. Magnetites are 4 to 6. Lead is, depending on the composition, but pure lead is right around 11.3 specific gravity. And gold, the heaviest, one of the heaviest we're looking for is 19.3. Platinum, every now and then we find platinum nuggets in here, and those are over 21. Super dense, super heavy. So do a quick scan. I'm not seeing any gold. So I brush down. And that's it. On to the next. You want to do a couple, Jack?
Absolutely.
All right.
Uh-oh.
So I'm going to go get the battery for the gold cube. I'm going to get that set up, leveled up. I'm going to start making some gold, baby.
Hey guys. So everyone has different cerruking methods, techniques. I like to use just a little bit more, and I'll be a little bit more aggressive, see if we find any gold on flip. I put 5 scoops in mine. We got a 10 mesh screen right here, definitely different than our 20 mesh. And I'm gonna tap it down a little bit first and be aggressive, be aggressive, and shake it so a lot of that silt goes to the bottom. That's where the majority of our gold is gonna be. We'll put that in the gold cube later. And I do about 10 side-by-sides all together. Just gonna be left with number 10 screen and bigger. Tap it back down to get everything flat and level, like so. Now I'm gonna flip it over here. Sorry guys, it's a little bit far, so I can't see everything too easy. This is our first time setting up here. I'm gonna grab this, show you guys what we got so far, and if we see gold in this, it's gonna be very, very easy to spot, just like diamonds, even more so than diamonds, I think. We got some lead right there. Let's see here. Some lead here. Old fishing lead. I'm not seeing any gold right off the bat, but we still look, and it's relatively fast. Much easier to see gold than it is a diamond like we're used to doing.
It's a lot of magnetite there, Jack.
Absolutely.
So what are you seeing in the river today?
So a lot of big chunky black sand, which is really good. More prevalent for gold being there. A lot of big pieces of magnetite too. I think
Nice.
my largest one I saw today was like this big. It was
Awesome.
insane. So yeah.
Good deal.
Do we want to do anything else or just keep going on
Yeah,
the same thing?
I'm going to have you keep working on this. I'm going to get the gold cube leveled, fired up, and then we're just going to get in production mode, try to slam through these 4 buckets. Then we got 3.5 buckets to go through the cube, and then we're going to take a look at hopefully a pile of gold.
Absolutely.
From this here cleanup. This is like the 10th one we've done in the last couple of weeks. Today is a beautiful day. The rains have cleared. The river's flowing. The gold is good. We still got energy. We're ready to mine and suck up all that gold. Good looking gold and gravel. And we're going a little mad.
Absolutely.
We love our gold. We love our color. I love to be mining with my buddy Jack here. You guys should definitely check him out. Adventure Jack, badass diamond miner. And we're going to keep you guys posted, show you guys some cool stuff. And here in a couple of weeks, we have something very, very exciting to show and share with you all. Without further ado, here's the battery.
And people are asking what your page is, Dinus. You want to go ahead and tell them?
Yeah, so I'm Dinus. Let's go over here because my guys actually I've never done an official introduction of sorts, but hey everybody, my name is Dinus. I'm a gold miner. I'm the owner and founder of Colorado Gold Camp. My only true real passion in life is treasure hunting, gold mining, and prospecting. I live what I preach. This is what I do day in, day out, man. I absolutely love it. Jack's here for over a month here. We're hoping to fill up a whole bunch of vials of gold. You could find me on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, everywhere. Instagram, Colorado Gold Camp. Thank you for being with us tonight. I'm coming out of the woodworks to share all this with you guys. I hope you enjoy.
Absolutely. And guys, again, on TikTok, it's Colorado Gold Camp Official.
Yes.
Make sure you follow that one. Someone's trying to imposter him, but make sure on TikTok you follow Colorado Gold Camp Official.
Exactly. So I have a whole bunch of whatever. I don't need to explain it, but so official Colorado Gold Camp. That is me. You guys are awesome.
And I'm just gonna adjust this a little bit so hopefully I can view you guys. Oh dang, a little bit easier. There we go. Sorry about that.
All right, so I'm gonna get the cube leveled in, and let's see, nice and sturdy.
Hopefully I'll be able to
And
view
move
your
the
guys'
cube, so I'm gonna have
comments
to
a little
totally
bit better.
re-level all this.
We are in Colorado. Thanks for the heart me. And
Yeah.
sorry guys, I am just trying to adjust this so I can view your comments and you guys can see stuff easier.
Okay, we're good this
We're
way.
looking for gold.
Now we gotta check for level in this direction.
Perfect. That's a lot better.
All right, usually it's not this easy. We're gonna be
We are
lucky
not
here.
allowed to disclose.
Yeah,
the
lower the
exact
side a
location.
little bit. Oh, raise it. No.
Yes, still have the diamond. I actually have a giveaway going on. You could view my TikTok profile and see the website. If you get a shirt like this, it gets you entries to get that diamond. And there's some other things you can get there too. And we'll be adding more stuff here in September. We've just been pretty busy. Yes, we're in Colorado this time.
Okay, the back is good.
Normally you
Front
guys are
is
seeing
good.
me in Arkansas digging for diamonds.
Decent.
Thanks for all the comments. Greatly appreciate you all.
And we're to call that good.
If I see something on the flip, I'll let you guys know. Otherwise, I'm just going to go ahead and keep processing as much as we can here. At least a couple more weeks. I've been here for almost a month now.
So for all you new people here, this is Diamond Jack Paradin, Diamond Miner Extraordinaire. Made this shirt. It's part of a giveaway to potentially win a magical, huge yellow diamond. We're screening. Check him out, Adventure Jack. We're screening today's Dredge cons here. Down here, looking for nuggets. Then the undersized material. We're coming over here. I'm gonna start feeding through the gold cube. Just get this situated. We'll turn on the water. We're ready to roll.
Like with diamond mining, it's all about patience, even when it comes to gold. You don't know if you're going to flip a nice flake or a nugget with your 10 mesh. But all of this stuff is what's going to have all our fine gold and it all adds up pretty fast. Thanks for the follow.
Again, we have to add jet dry.
Definitely finding
Poured it in there. Disconnect the battery. Then I take the trays off.
If anyone has questions, let us
And
know.
I have to degrease, debubble the riffles so that they can effectively capture gold. So add a little more jet dry. Take my brush, side to side, make it nice and soapy all the way across.
I'm going to show you guys this one. This is pretty awesome.
So I'm going to do the same thing to the next tray. Here we go. You can see the water's bubbling and beading. This is the reason why we add the jet dry. So jet dry is essentially a surfactant. It breaks the surface tension of the water and allows the gold to sink down and be captured into these vortice riffles and what is called here vortex matting, which is essentially a glorified term for rough top conveyor belting. But it works exceptionally well on this fine gold.
Really, really does. We've got most of our gold in the top tray here. We'll have a few on this bottom here, and very rarely will we find any in the dream mat down here.
I had a leg go loose on me just now, so we gotta tighten that. All right. Put it back together.
We got a lot of people watching right now, Dinus, almost 1,000 people.
All
Could you tell us who you are again and where you could find you on TikTok?
Yeah, welcome everybody. I'm Dinus with Colorado Gold Camp. My TikTok is official Colorado Gold Camp. Just started the page a couple days ago. Jack and I are on a epic gold adventure, and we're gonna be finding some crystals, potentially some diamonds later on here. Right now we're doing a cleanup and getting ready to run the gold cube, and hopefully we'll find a bunch of gold. Again, official Colorado Gold Camp. Thank you guys so much for being here, supporting Jack and myself as well.
Absolutely.
All right, let's run a little water. Woo! Live action. Forgot to put the top tray on. There we go. Okay, we're gonna check the level one more time. All right, we did have a shift.
We're looking for gold, and we're in Colorado. Normally, you guys are seeing me look for diamonds in Arkansas. Very important that it gets level.
Yeah. Definitely got off kilter there. All right, all of you people out there in internet land are making me hot. Take your shirt off. I'm sweating here, man.
Yeah, I heard it's pretty bad in Arkansas. Some people are saying it. Be glad we're not there right now.
So up here in the mountains, it's not really hot. However, it's super humid. Up here at 80 degrees, for us is crazy hot. All right.
For those of you just joining, we are looking for gold in Colorado. I've been here with Dinus. He has official Colorado Gold Camp on TikTok. You could look him up on the interwebs too and do some possible bookings with him. Dang, 103 today. That's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, USA for sure. Be awesome to do some mining in Canada too, though. If you guys want to learn more about finding gold, finding diamonds, all sorts of stuff, be sure to follow.
All right. Let's get it. So I had it just perfect. And
Nice. Well, yeah, a leg went.
then, woo! Okay. Come on, baby. That's looking good right there. Good.
Nice.
Pretty decent. Pretty good. We're gonna rock and roll here in just a second. Don't want to keep you guys waiting, but fine gold recovery is a thing of millimeters, preciseness, and patience, all of which is necessary to be a successful and good prospector, which I am. Woo! And so long our recovery equipment is set up and prepped properly, we can recover the beautiful yellow gold that we've worked so hard to capture in the first place.
Absolutely.
Now we are ready to fire up the cube. Woo! It's dinner time. Hopefully you guys are having some good snacks and eats watching us here tonight. Got the cube-a-roo. Let's wash the brush off. During the first couple scoops here, while the water is clean, let's watch real closely. Oh, there was a flake right there, right off the bat.
Yeah.
I love it. We got good dirt here, Jack. Right there. There's a nice little flake. There's two.
Ooh.
Just sitting. Oh God.
Yeah.
All
Oh
right.
man, it just disappeared just like that. But it's like one of the only things that hangs out for a second. Again, guys, we are looking for gold in Colorado. I'm here with Dennis. He has the official Colorado Gold Camp on TikTok.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna try to zoom you in here. We're seeing a bunch of gold. If you guys look at the top of the box, that's as far as I can zoom in. But keep a close look right here. Gold. All right, so we trail. Oh my! There was like dozens of flakes of that one, Jack.
For sure.
This must have been the top mat
Yeah.
of the dredge, because typically we have areas that have better gold than others. Look real close, man. There's literally 20, 30 right now. Boom, boom. Do. Just like dozens of little flakes. So I'm just showing you guys so you guys can see this. But I'm going to consistently flow the cube from left to right all the way across. If you look real close, you can see those little flakes hanging out here at the end. There's one. There's one. There was like 7. So we're gonna proceed to run through these 4 buckets, and the gold cube is gonna concentrate our 4 buckets down to roughly 1 cup's worth of material. One cup's worth of material that I have to pan. It makes life so much very easier. The gold cube is fantastic. So I'm gonna get back to it. Run 4 buckets of this stuff. We still gotta screen the rest of our material. And again, the tailings from the cube are gonna go in the bobcat bucket. And once we remove the top tray, hopefully we'll see a huge smile. Just a waft of gold in that top tray. Typically, we do cleanups after 3, 4, 5 days of running. This is only 2 days of running, so maybe there'll be a lot of gold, maybe there won't. Time will tell, and we shall see.
And guys, if you notice, the lighter sand definitely goes first, and then the black sand likes to hang out last, and then your gold should be the very last thing that seems to hang out. It definitely is a lot of fun.
There's gold hanging out right here, here. There's a piece there.
I'm gonna go back to screening, guys, but if you guys have questions, let us know.
Gold. Bring you guys over here for a better point of view. Zoom in so you can watch that gold. Top of the box. Let's see what we got. There's a piece right there for reference. That's what it looks like. Trailing down at the end. There's a bunch of pieces right there. You look really close after the lighter sands trail away. Gold is usually the last thing. There's a little piece that flows down the box. There was a big one. And I just go back and forth, left to right. You got to run through these buckets. There's a nice flake right there. This cleanup's going to be good. while we're sitting here feeding the cube, let's see if any of you guys want to hear some kind of story. And ask me a question about prospecting, camping, life, anything family friendly that you guys would find interesting. I'll take a look at the comments. I'll try to give you guys a wonderful gold tale here while we're finding gold. Welcome back. And there's just gold in every single scoop. Bunch of flakes. Man, I think you guys want to see this. Come back. If you guys, yeah. So actually, while we're waiting on that, Jack's got the first tub here full. So this is the screened material. We shovel it out, fill it into a bucket. That bucket's gonna come over to the gold cube, and I'm gonna feed it through right here. Pretty much every single scoop here is showing some color. At the beginning of the summer, we typically have rains come the entire month of June and July. This year we had 2 whole months of completely dry drought weather. There's so little snow in the mountains that the rivers are flowing the lowest they've been ever since I've been in Colorado. This gives us an opportunity to prospect areas that have been inaccessible in years past. What's cool about that is the water level is a little bit lower. You can get further and further out into the current to places that have just been too fast and were dangerous in the past. And we have a small weather window here to work these particular gravels. Jack and I are doing everything we can to pull as much gold out as quickly as we can before the rivers, waters come back and rise.
Dennis is using a gold tube right here. This is how we find the majority of our gold.
There's a really nice flake right there.
Then guys, we are in Colorado.
Yes, Colorado Gold Camp is in fact in the state of Colorado.
Yeah.
We're here at the top of the Rocky Mountains. We're right in the middle of the state, smack dab in the middle of the mineral belt. The mineral belt runs from southern Colorado up to the northeast through a whole bunch of towns. And along the mineral belt there we have many historic mines, workings, old historic mining towns, Leadville just up the road. And the placer gold we're finding today is eroded out of the mountainsides over hundreds of thousands of years when these mountains were pushed up, built, eroded, glaciated. And when the gold that was formed in the hard rock is liberated from the rock, once the gold is, here we have a solid glacial boulder. Here's another rock. Let's say this rock breaks in half. And if it were to have a gold vein in it, if it broke in half, any pieces of gold would fall out of the rock, onto a hillside, into a waterway, and over the millennia, as there's big flash floods, rains, freeze-thaw cycles, that material works down slope and into rivers, gullies, ravines, gulches, and once it's liberated from the rock, it ceases being lode gold, and then it becomes placer gold, which is essentially gold eroded out from the source location And since gold is so dang heavy, 19.3 in specific gravity, as water flows over it, like in this mini sluice here, the gold cube, the lighter material gets washed away, leaving the heavier black sands, garnets, and diamond mining ilmenites, chrome diopside, these sorts of things behind, and the gold concentrates in little pockets and eddies. And when it does that, and you have enough gold concentrated in one area, that's what's called a placer deposit. Down here, his little bunny running around. Oh, he's just licking his butt right there, watching us cleaning up gold.
We're not talking about you. And hey, we got over 1,000 followers here on TikTok. Guys, this is Dinas. He has the official Colorado Gold Camp on TikTok. Be sure to follow him. He just joined TikTok, and it'd be amazing for you guys to see his videos. And I'm Diamond Jack out of Arkansas. Mainly you're seeing me looking for diamonds, but I had the privilege to work with Dinas here, and we're dredging for gold. We're doing the final process right now, or second to final process, using the gold cube. So, a lot of it is cleaned up, but there is still areas to go out and find your own stuff. And Dinas, what kind of services do you do with Colorado Gold Camp?
So right now, I'm a professional prospector. This is what I do for a living. I gold mine on a small scale for a living to pay for food, bread, dinner, pay my bills, all this stuff. I just love it. So everything from diamond mining, gold mining, crystal mining, you know, going to garage sales, treasure hunting, all these things I combine and created a life of. Here I live on a mining claim. I'm goldsteading, so I'm essentially homesteading and living off of the gold that I find to pay the bills and to live my life, live my dream up here in the Colorado Rocky Mountains. So part of Colorado Gold Camp, what I do is I offer a guide service. The guide service is essentially a crash course in prospecting. So I can take out newbie miners, interested rock hounds, families, friends, groups, people that want to learn about rocks, minerals, gold, placer geology, and the like. Teach you guys how to pan, everything from panning, sluicing, geology, placer geology, some geomorphology, how mountains form, erode, how placer deposits create. Talk a little bit about diamond hunting, the principles, about all these things. But hey, we can't leave the gold cube here running without any dirt. We can wash the gold out if we do that. So I'm gonna have to keep feeding the cube here while we're talking to you.
And some people are wondering about gold nuggets. It's very rare to find gold nuggets where we're at, but we have gold flakes, and this is in the number 10 neck string that we're using in here.
So we're still seeing gold in pretty much every single scoop. But to finish answering Jack's question, so we offer a guide service where I can take you out on a private adventure, teach you how to find gold with your own two hands, which is one of the coolest things you can ever do. When I first found out you could find gold in the Colorado mountains and the rivers here, I just couldn't believe it. I went out, bought a pan, made friends with old timers up here in the mountains. I lived in some old cabins and mining camps in hopes of learning from the old timers. And I essentially became obsessed. And now all I do is look for gold, work on my house, try to make my family happy, share stuff with you guys, play in the river, play in the dirt. I'm like a big kid, you know, playing in a giant sandbox, which I have one. I got a bobcat excavator, crushers. We do load mining. I could take people underground into old load mines, teach you about that entire process. Placer mining, dredging, sluicing, metal detecting, how to run equipment, gold cubes, gold wheels, sluices, high bankers, you know, all these prospectors everybody has a dream. It's the beauty, it's the charm of gold prospecting. It's the thought and idea that you could just live free in the mountains, you know, hanging out, hunting rabbits and deer, living a simple life, searching for gold. And the gold is still out there, my friends. I myself have found it. Jack found it today. We're finding it right now. And just the romance, the beauty of gold mining, just the thoughts of being able to live off the land, you know, work hard, to earn what you deserve, you know, use your brains, your hands, your skills, your muscles to find actual treasure that Mother Earth has created and put out there for us to find. It's just a magical world, life in the mountains. I'm probably gonna stop blabbering here a little bit, Jack. Did you finish screening all the material?
No, got a lot.
Oh man, we're gonna be going.
Yeah,
Sun's heading down over the mountains already.
All right, guys, we're gonna get back to screening here. This is technically our second process after we dredge material. See if we get anything.
So the bucket's getting more empty now. This is bucket 1 out of 4. You're seeing gold in pretty much every single scoop. Hopefully you guys find this somewhat interesting and entertaining. This is the first time I've ever gone live. Jack does this all the time down at the Crater of Diamonds, and he's up here camping with me, mining with me, and we've been talking, and we decided, heck, why not? Let's go live tonight. We're doing a cleanup. Something you guys might want to see. Hopefully we'll have a nice reveal of gold here at the end. So definitely leave in the comments if you'd like me to do more of these or not, and what else you'd like to see. Potentially prospecting. I know a lot of you guys like field prospecting, looking for lode, minerals, indicators out in the field. And wow, there's a big flake right there. Another one. And chasing it back to a source. So long I have good cell phone reception, I think it'd be kind of fun to take you guys on one of those adventures, real time, to feel and experience what the thrill of true prospecting feels like. So this is the non-glorious part of gold prospecting. The hardest part is, well, first finding the gold and then being able to separate the gold out from the black, heavy black sands and being able to end up with a clean gold product. These here tools help with that process. I'm going to show you guys what Jack's doing over here. So we have our screening tubs.
Absolutely.
Hey Jack, those are pretty nice shorts you got there.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Celebrating the 250th anniversary, right?
That's right.
When we're dredging, we're always finding all sorts of lead. This is some sort of lead lure. Pretty old one right here. Nope, we are looking for gold in Colorado. We're using a 10 mesh screen right here. Trying to see if we find any flakes or nuggets. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I'll try to answer them when I can. If I flip a piece of gold, I'll bring the camera over so you guys can see that. Hey, thanks, Mike. This shirt you could get on our web link on my profile, and it'll enter you a chance to get the American Dream Diamond. We've had a few people asking about what part of Colorado.
We're in the Central Rockies, Central Mineral Belt.
Oh, nice.
We prospect Summit County, Park County, Lake County, Chaffee County, Garfield County, Central City, Blackhawk area. All around, anywhere the treasure and gold leads us. You see anything down there, Jack?
Just lead.
All right, we got pieces of lead we're cleaning out of the river. The center's a whole bunch of magnetites and hematites. Got to keep feeding the gold cube here. Coming down on the bottom of bucket number 1. Ooh, I actually just remembered. Shoot. So, we got this overflow tub right here in the bottom, and this is so silt doesn't get sucked up into our pump. This is already full, so I got to empty this. Grab this here, pour it into the bobcat bucket, refill this, catch more tailings.
You know, if only we had extra hands and everything to keep track of doing so much.
Definitely like a chef in a busy kitchen trying to do all these things and not forget any of the steps. Make sure everything's fed and running properly. Gold. Bunch of gold right there. You watch at the end, gold trails down last. There's one little flake right there. Woo! And that scoop had like 20, 30 colors in it, Jack.
Nice, that's good. The one thing I've noticed that I'm not seeing as much of, and I know it may not be an indicator, but I'm not seeing as much garnet as when we first started a few weeks ago.
So interestingly, garnet is a heavy mineral, but it's not that heavy. Garnet is like 3.6, I believe, specific gravity, so it's close to diamond. We found a couple really nice garnets about a week ago, and we were further back and more slack current of the river. So it was a little bit slower in that area.
Okay.
And in that particular area, we were finding abundant superfine gold, less magnetite, more lead, especially flat lead, and we did find a couple really nice garnets there. Right now we're in the gut of the river, which is essentially the thalweg. The thalweg is the geologic term for the center deepest part of a river. We're currently working the thalweg, and it's loaded with magnetite. The water flows there super fast, and we tend to find more and slightly bigger chunks of gold there. This is bucket number 1.
Think you'll start going for 3 or 4 now?
What's that?
Do you think you'll start going for 3 or 4 buckets now?
I'd like to run through all of them, but it seems like we're jawboning here a little too much. We might lose daylight.
Hey, you said you got headlamps, right?
Bucket number 1 done. load up bucket number 2. Feed a couple of scoops. I'm going to trade spots with Jack here in just a minute. While I do that, you guys talk with and check out what Jack over there is doing. I'm going to take a look at my computer so I can see your guys' comments here in the next minute. So if there's anything you want to ask, right now I can see it. I'll go check, come back. Man, we got gold in all these. This is great. All right. A few more scoops. Hey, Jack.
Yeah.
Can I have you come feed the cube here for a minute? Man, gold. Almost in it. Wow, in every single scoop. Got a nice little piece sticking right there. But I was wondering if you could feed the cube here for a minute. Yeah, I gotta take a look. See what my guys are asking me.
Absolutely.
I'm not as snazzy dazzy handy with the old computer phonerino as you are.
No worries. This is our second to last process, but this is how we see the majority of our gold generally after we go through 3 to 4 buckets. And we're on bucket number 2 right now. The lighter stuff here likes to go out first, then we'll see black sand, and on occasion we'll see gold too. Gold will generally like to stick around a little bit longer than the black sand. And as Dynas was saying, this is his favorite part of the gold mining process. I hate the gold cube. It's amazing, don't get me wrong. The gold cube is absolutely phenomenal. Probably the best mining equipment. But man, it's tedious. It's more tedious than dynamite. But it pays out.
Hey Jack, I got an interesting one for you. I just checked out some comments. So the person who designed and built the gold cube,
way.
Mike Pung, is commenting, helping me out because I can't
That's
respond.
amazing. That's
Which is
awesome.
thank you, Mike. What were you saying? You hate cleanup pan? You can't. Panning's ridiculously hard.
I know.
This Colorado gold is so dang. Our Colorado black sands are so dang dense and heavy. There's so much magnetite. You could have a whole handful of magnetite in one test pan in the river.
Yeah.
The gold is so fine and tiny, you could barely see the specks. But anyway, so Mike Pung, the inventor, he's commenting.
That's
he's watching
amazing.
us. And so Jack, the gold cube, it's a savior. I use it as a cleanup device. Right now, we're cleaning up dredge cons. This is 2 days, heavy dredging. I don't know, probably 10, 12 plus hours on the box. We should have a pretty nice cleanup. Each one of these 4 buckets,
Ooh, there was big piece.
is full of black sands heavies. If you know Colorado gold, some of the rivers, Colorado placer deposits, they are just loaded with magnetite. We're going to take these 4 buckets, we feed it through the cube here. I've had this cube, I don't know, I mean, it's got to be 14 years at least.
That's amazing.
Keep it out of the sun so it doesn't, keeps its shape. It works well. I still got the original Vortex mats in the first 2 trays, which works exceptionally well on the fine gold. So we're going to be able to reduce these 4 buckets down to roughly 1 cup's worth of material, which then I can pan and liberate the gold so much easier. Could you imagine? Jack, having
Just
to pan a
panning?
bucket of that dirt?
I would hate life. I would hate it so much. And so we have double checked twice to make sure, throughout the 3 weeks we've been here, we've checked twice going through our tailings, and virtually nothing. It's capturing every little bit. This is a savior, and I'm absolutely impressed with it. This is my first time out of my entire life ever gold mining, and I wouldn't want anything better than this.
So it's interesting. This wasn't meant to be a commercial. However, so our tailings from the cube come down here through the bucket flare into that pail. We take that, put it over here into the Bobcat bucket. We've tested this on 2 occasions in the last 2 weeks, rerun all of our tailings. And out of those 2 runs, check out the mountains in the back, beautiful, love it. The first run we recovered roughly $1.50's worth of gold, but it took like 2 hours to run the cube. About 2 hours to run the cube, and then another, 2 hours to pan the material down from the 3 trays. It simply wasn't worth rerunning the material. The gold cube does such a good job recovering, especially the fine gold in this extremely heavy black sands material. One key thing, like we've mentioned before, where we're screening and sarukaing, I screen to 10 mesh, which is one size a little bit smaller. It's like 0.5 millimeter smaller than 8 mesh, which is recommended for the cube, but I find that 10 mesh works so much better in my particular situation, gold deposit, and the nature of our cons, man. It's so heavy black sand, it's just insane. If I put a magnet in here, well, let's do that. So this is just one little scoop. If I put a magnet in here, look at that. So I pick up all this magnetite right out of the scoop of material, and this is magnetic black sand that most cleanup scenarios have a very difficult time with. Everything's like, I'm gonna drop this back into the cube. While Jack's working on that, maybe you can tell us a little bit about yourself, Jack.
So I have gotten into rock hounding over the last 13 years. My primary rock hounding is looking for diamonds in Murfreesboro, Arkansas, at the Prairie Diamond State Park. I also look for crystals, and this year I saw Dynas basically kind of had an ad out asking for someone to do some dredging for him. And I've never done any dredging before. I've accidentally found gold twice. Never was purposely looking for gold. Once was in Montana, and once was actually at the diamond mine. But he gave me an opportunity to come here and dredge with him, and it has been absolutely amazing. We're probably going on 3.5 weeks, and we found over 2.5 ounces of gold already, which is absolutely spectacular. And I'm learning a lot too. A lot to learn with gold mining, just like there is with diamond mining as well. I'm gonna have to empty this bucket out real quick, but I'll be right back. But yeah, I had an amazing opportunity looking for gold, finding gold with Dynas. And again, he's also just started on TikTok. It's official Colorado Gold Camp. Be sure to check him out and have an amazing time finding gold with him. Thanks for sharing the live. Thanks for following. Thanks for the likes. This is a whole new thing for me with gold mining, and having 2 cameras on me right now. You guys want to learn more about finding gold, finding diamonds, finding crystals? Be sure to give me a follow. Greatly appreciate you guys.
All right, so we checked all this material, Jack?
Absolutely.
All right, so now we have all this gravel. shovel, you've essentially pulled out all the gold. Now I gotta do something with it. Empty a bucket of water here. So I'm going to transfer this here to a bucket. I tried running this material to the gold wheel with zero success. It's just too large a material. Our Saruking efforts essentially pull out pretty much all the gold. There's every now and again a really thin, flat, stray flake can make it through, but our process is extremely efficient.
Guys, I wish I had you closer to this because like we're seeing so much gold in this, and that's a really, really good sign. Glad to see all this. Hopefully we'll get through another bucket or two. Yeah, we're finding actually a lot of gold for Colorado, that is. We're seeing all sorts of little fine gold flakes here. We've screened out the bigger material with the 10 mesh screen, and then we got all the smaller fine black sands and hair, and it's very encouraging seeing all the gold flakes in this. We'll have a little bit more hands-on with people here this coming weekend, so you guys will be able to see more stuff up close, and we'll have some more people helping out. Thanks for the follow. We appreciate you guys. And be sure to check out the official Colorado Gold Camp on TikTok. Got our good friend Diamond here. We wouldn't be doing any of this unless it was for him, and he just started on TikTok. So be sure to go follow him.
Getting really wet over here. I have to change my shoes. These are my fancy
I'll let you
shoes.
guys watch him for a little bit.
I'm gonna let it drain a little bit and we're gonna flip it. Woo! You see all the magnetites and heavies here in the middle. We got some green stone as well. Green stone is nice and heavy. Also, it's roughly as heavy as Epido. 2-3 scoops. Get this nice and screened down. Eliminate the oversize so that the cube can do its job. This is what it takes. You got to get wet and dirty. You got to find the gold first. Then you got to collect it, concentrate it, classify. We're screening, which is classifying to 10 mesh. Concentrate and then jig all the heavies to the bottom. Pour off the water. We're going to look for flakes and nuggets here. In the top, I see one. Here we have a lead fishing sinker. Here's a buckshot, greenstone. There's a nice big piece of lead right there. It almost looks like a lead wheel right off of a truck or something. Not seeing any gold down there. Flip. Inspect this one. Rinse and repeat. One scoop. 2 scoop. 3 scoop gold. We're here at the tub, screening away. trying to keep our sanity at the end of a long day. Jack's on the cube, feeding some hay. Dino's over here, screening his life away. It's an interesting rock right there. Got a bunch of quartz, potentially a little bit of silver ore right there. Take a look at that later. Concentrate. Bounce and shake. Concentrate, concentrate, bounce and shake. Let's get a flake. All right. Really tight center, that's what we want to see. You need more dirt over there, Jack?
I do, eat it.
All right. We're gonna have to speed up this cleaning process if you guys want to see any gold. We're gonna have a bunch of gold in that cube, but we got 2 more buckets to go. So let's get into production mode. Brain search. Nothing obvious. So over 99% of our gold is really fine gold. It's going to fit through this screen and we're going to catch it there in that cleanup device. What we're working right now is primarily fine gold, but it adds up real quick, let me tell you. You know, it takes hundreds of thousands of tiny pieces of gold to make an ounce, but when you can suck up and process, ooh, there's a nice piece of lead. This looks like natural lead, actually. Check that out. All right.
Can natural lead be round too?
Since lead is so malleable, yes, it can be pounded round.
Yeah. I actually found something earlier today that made me think it was lead, and it didn't look like any like of the sinkers or anything.
Uh-huh.
Phoenix says hi.
Oh! Hi, Phoenix! It's alright, we're gonna bring you over here for a second. Jack, what'd you think about going underwater for the first time?
It's absolutely amazing. Well, so I used to be a volunteer scuba diver in Missouri
Nice.
at Volunteer Mine, so I'm used to that. But dredging wise, like for me coming up here from Arkansas, I was out of energy for like 2 weeks and constantly out of breath. And I'll still get that way, but like it's so serene and I just absolutely love it. It's really a fun time.
Absolutely. So we're at between 9 and 10,000 feet in elevation, depending on the day. And that can really take a toll on the system. Sleeping can be a little rough. There we go. We almost got lost over there. But Jack got acclimated pretty darn quickly. This has been a crash course in dredging for him. Got him outfitted with a 5mm wetsuit. Just dumped another bucket of this material into the Bobcat bucket. If any of you guys want or need massive amounts of spent black sand with a little bit of gold in it, let me know. I've got plenty. This is just one of many bucketfuls. So had you ever scuba dived or snorkeled in a river before?
No, it's definitely different, and like with the rains that we've had over the last week, it's definitely made it harder. And when I went to get new scuba diving equipment a month ago, I told the lady, I was like, hey, I'm gonna need like 30 pounds
of weight. I told you
an extra
40.
weight. And they were like, no, you're gonna kill yourself. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll listen to you. And I only got like maybe 16 pounds, and no, I definitely needed that extra weight.
Right? So Jack's been trying to like bob up and down in the river with a snorkel in the beginning, And I keep slapping more and more weight on him, and he's losing all kinds of weight, muscle
Yeah.
man.
I've lost
Working
over
so
10
hard
pounds here
underwater.
so far.
10 pounds?
Yeah,
No
yeah,
way.
absolutely.
Damn.
Yeah.
So I might have to start a new fitness fad. Gold dredging those pounds away. Melt it off, baby, and fill that vial of gold.
Absolutely. Oh, shoot. Again, guys, we are using the gold cube here. It finds the majority of our gold. I want to say almost 100% of the gold. We've ran through the material twice and really didn't find anything. Dinus was guessing the first time we ran through it twice, we may have found like $2 worth of gold, but for the extra 2 hours of time, this is getting really everything and doing its best.
Yeah. Still, every scoop is showing color. So we like to see.
And it's getting better every week. Every week we're getting more and more gold. It's
Skip.
awesome. Get this just a little bit closer. So earlier I was telling you guys I have found gold twice before here. Never dredging for gold, but I was actually in Montana, was the first time I ever found gold, looking for sapphires. And didn't know anything about gold at the time and was finding a lot of
Got another
black
lead
sand.
sinker.
And some people that were with me, they were like, hey, can we check that out and pay it? And I was like, sure. And sure enough, they actually found gold in that black sand while we were looking for sapphires.
Fishing lure.
The second time, I actually found gold at the Crater Diamond State Park in Murfreesboro, Arkansas, but it's not gold that was actually from natural resources from there. I found a earring backing that someone had lost, and it was a 24-karat earring backing. So that was pretty cool, and now I'm doing the real thing, dredging for gold, doing the gold cubes, screening, roofing, all sorts of stuff, and this is an absolute blast. Dinus,
Yes.
what goes up must come down.
That is correct. In the world of gold mining, the light material comes up and the gold, the heavies must go down.
Absolutely.
Just flip another one. Come on. Where's the pickers? Give me a picker, dang it. But I know the fine gold's here, so all you gotta do is trust. Trust the process. Keep running. You gotta keep positive. Patience, persistence, and perseverance. Some of my favorite words. You just gotta keep after it, keep sucking up that gold day after day. Oh, my shoes! Oh my gosh! Can you bring those over? So I'm ruining my nice, fancy loafers over here. So we got a beautiful model. Bring me some dirty shoes. Let's get these switched out. This way I can screen for real. And my mom won't be mad that I ruined my suit dress shoes. Hi, Mom. Okay, back to it. Let's screen another. Okay, I'm going to screen this one as fast as I can. Whew. 3 scoops. And now we got to get all that gold to sink to the bottom. Let's go. It's a workout. It's kind of like the shake plate. Shake it. Like a Polaroid picture, but not really. Going crazy. Gold fever's got us.
Yeah.
Swoop it down, drain the water, flip it. Come on, flakes, where you at? Give me a nugget. I want a nugget. I want a nugget for you guys, so you guys can see. All right, you gotta keep after it. This is a way to clean out the buckets. Tilt it upside down, hold it over your sieve, and gently wash it like this. Maybe not so gently. And then you grab another one of these bad boys here. And a full bucket of Black Sands Cons weighs on the order of 100 pounds. A bucket of straight up sand, quartz sand, is closer to like 40, 50 pounds. Yeah, skipping rock. It's a nice worry stone, kind of. You know, sometimes you find native artifacts. This kind of looks like some kind of something or other. I don't think it is. But the river tends to create some beautiful objects for us to find. One of the coolest things about dredging the river, when you put your mask on, your airline, and you're breathing underwater, just literally doing underwater excavation, working, you know, looking for gold. I don't know, your mind, your thoughts go somewhere totally different. Jack, what do you find that you think about underwater?
Breathe.
Don't die. Don't let the current take me downriver.
So when I was scuba diving back in the day, I could like hold my breath for quite some time and then take a breath later, you know. But like here with the elevation, I am constantly breathing. That's what I'm honestly thinking about the whole time.
Interesting. But so with that being the case, at least you're not thinking of the worries of the world,
Right.
or your stress or drama.
No, it's relaxing for sure still.
Absolutely. So for me, it's a little bit different. When I'm underwater, I kind of go into like a zen-like state. Breathing obviously is important. You know, so long you have enough air,
Yeah.
I just breathe slow and steady. You know, breathe in, breathe out, calm. You try not to burn too much energy. However, you have to manage your hole. We're constantly moving rocks and boulders underwater, creating a dredge hole, which has to be, you know, a nice working space so that boulders don't come in down on you, potentially pinch your hand or arm or leg under a giant boulder underwater. So first and foremost is air. I got a gas PCA 10 263 compressor that can create a lot of air for the diver. So that once we got the air situation taken care of, you know, just breathing steady, you know, stay calm, focused. You got a wetsuit on, you know, 40 pounds of weight pulling you down to the river bottom, and I don't know, everything from the upside world, which is up here, goes away. And I'm just down there swimming with the fishes. It's like the zen-like state where I can breathe, man. You can just take whatever off your shoulders, you know, be like, okay, I'll suck that up out of the nozzle, shoot it down river, see you later. All I'm thinking about is treasure, peace and quiet, gold, and then the occasional brown trout, rainbow trout comes, visits me in the hole, says hi, just sits there for half an hour sometimes. It's the most peaceful thing. You know, some people go running, play video games, whatever. I rather sweat. Ooh, we got a garnet, big one. Jack was just saying we weren't finding any garnets, but we just found a nice, pretty gemmy one.
Nice.
Since you guys are over here, I'll show you that. That's a beautiful, like, gem grade, deep raspberry red garnet. Let's see if you guys can see that. It's starting to get dark out here, but This is a pretty nice. It's kind of got the color. Oh, it's kind of got the color of a rhodolite garnet. However, this is most definitely an almandine garnet. Let's see if I can get it to focus. Oh yeah, that's a beautiful little specimen. In the sunlight, it just glows and gleams like no other. So we keep that right here in the vial. I'll show you guys where we're at so far. This is just, these are just larger garnets. Some flakes, you can see them glowing there. Pretty beautiful stuff. And those are actual Colorado nuggets, baby. Pretty darn cool. All right, back to the grind. So Jack, you were telling me you're in the military, huh?
Yeah.
You're in the Navy Reserves, was it?
Yeah. That's what I currently am, and I was prior Army National Guard.
Very cool. How long have you been in the service? Or service member, I guess.
This coming year will be 10 years.
10 years!
Yeah. And hey guys, just giving you a heads up, I'll need more here.
Oh, yeah. All right. We got some gravel coming up. Oh, grab that one. I gotta quit yapping here. Gold doesn't just jump in your pan like a lot of people seem to think. Gold is easy to find. It is kind of easy to find. You can find gold in very many places. To find a quantity of gold, however, is much more difficult. But a lot of newcomers, prospectors, new people to the hobby, new people to the industry, see things on TV. Wow, you got a bunch of lead in this one. Think that gold comes easy and is easy to find, and that it jumps into your pan, and that most certainly isn't the case. Most people simply don't have what it takes, the persistence. There's another garnet. You got a bunch of garnets.
The
So
bucket
now,
you're currently working on is probably from the edge.
those are big chunks of lead. You guys see that? So we're pulling out all this lead from the river. These are just two little pieces of hundreds. Hundreds. And probably thousands by the end of it. Okay. You got an empty bucket there?
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So now we gotta transfer this material. So for whoever's tuning in, I am Dynas with Colorado Gold Camp. I'm feeding pay into a bucket. This young fellow over here is Diamond Jack Paradin from Arkansas. He's a killer digger. Met him some years ago. Liked his company, liked his attitude, liked his spirit. Now we're mining gold together here in Colorado, and I couldn't be happier that he's here.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. But I really mean it.
I know you do.
In the prospecting world, there's always competition and naysayers and drama, gold, diamonds, all these things. At the end of the day, the one thing that I know is that prospecting, being out in nature, makes me happy. It's what I live for. It's where I can get away from all the noise. Just being happy out in the woods, finding gold. That's what it's all about.
Absolutely. Thank you.
There's a little bit of dirt.
Thank you.
Okay.
Now that's one thing that's absolutely right there is like whether you're diamond mining, crystal mining, gold mining, it's all relaxing in its own form and peaceful.
Oh, absolutely. And we all do it for different reasons, but usually it starts out with something that interests us, a dream, an idea, maybe being able to do something that others can't very easily. Wow, this kind of for a second looked like an Ellensburg blue agate. But it's just a piece of quartz. It's kind of cool though. It's got that Ellensburg bluey look to it.
Is that a agate that's from Colorado?
No, that's going to be a West Coast, I believe, Oregon
Okay.
or Washington State. It's a famous blue, purple, highly sought after, like jewelry grade agate. Cabs really well. We'll definitely see some in 2 weeks down at Cottontail Gem Show in Buena Vista. We're going to be down there probably on Thursday and or Friday. If you guys, any of you guys see us down there, say hello. In the meantime, we're going to be down on the river. And pretty soon here, I'm going to be sharing with you guys full-length dredging videos. We're going to be doing some winching here pretty soon. My good buddy Mark is coming up from Arizona. He just found a really very nice hard rock load mine. I wish he was here. You guys could tell you guys the story. The other day, woo, we got more lead. I thought I saw gold for a second. Come on, Nuggets. We got a big old sinker. Woo, what the heck is that? This is like part of this is like the pull rope from a light socket. Look at that. Or a necklace or something. The things we find in the river, it's crazy. We got coins, forks, spoons. What else did you find? We found like a copper pipe, old pickaxe.
I found a fairly large square down. I think it could have gone to a meal shoe.
To a what?
A meal shoe or something.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Ajax, second largest garnet. Got a big one.
Nice.
It's like BB size.
Yeah. That's super cool.
Yeah. So how long have we been screaming? Yapping. What do we got?
Probably a couple hours.
So we work a little bit slower when we're jawboning. Interestingly, I'm starting to use that phrase. I don't know what else to say. Talking about gold, fishtails. You know, people like to say a gold mine is a hole in the ground with a liar at the top. I can't stand that saying. Generally, in history, scams, tales, whatever, like, I guess it's true. This crazy, stupid shenanigans happen. However, to me, it's not true because I love this, man. I don't need to prove anything to anybody. I'm doing this for myself, for my friends, for my family, for my soul. You know, looking for gold. I'm not being like, oh, I found 50 million nuggets today. But I do get, you know, immense pleasure from working hard and actually being able to use your skills and knowledge, putting it to work and being able to find a pile of gold. And what's satisfying for me, at the end of the day, when I can fill up a vial or many vials of gold, that is so extremely satisfying. How I went off on that tangent, I have no idea. Okay, hole in the ground with a liar at the top. So the reason you hear that is because a lot of movies, a lot of stories, people like sorrow, man. They like tales of theft and robbery and scams and all this, and you know, the Wild West, the frontier days when homesteading was happening, mining claims, actually going out in the field, finding a plot of land, panning for gold, finding gold, proving up the deposit, finding a valuable mineral deposit that a prudent man would mine was a real thing. And I actually do that today. You take a stake, put it in the ground, mark your corners, file a claim with the federal government. Woo! Man, I think I need to eat some dinner, Jack. You guys got me talking nonstop here.
One thing I'm absolutely impressed with you, Diamonds, is your gift of gab. You absolutely have it, and it's a good thing.
Well, I guess thank you. But so I keep going round and round to this holding ground. And so for movies, stories, you know, all this stuff, This is weird. We got a quartz topaz looking thing in the center. Quartz should not be in the center. We might have a tiny, tiny little piece of topaz. Maybe. It should not be in the center. Come get it. It's gonna get lost. Okay. I guess we gotta put it here in the vial. So, but everybody likes, horror stories. And, oh, Billy Joe scammed me out of blah, blah, blah. And even in Colorado, there's a tale of diamonds being planted and salted and diamond indicator minerals at some site in northern Colorado. And,
Apologies.
Somebody was trying to scam. There's another nice garment. Somebody was trying to scam somebody out of, this and selling claims and shares of claims to a bogus property. People salt claims, do all these things, or have in the past. And that's what we tend to hear about. But the tales of success and the bonanzas, the California gulches, the Breckenridges, the Californias, place super rich mines, these things actually really happen. And mining is very real. It's very necessary. Everything we use in daily life, absolutely everything, from phones, shovels, sunglasses, clothes, whatever, or beds we sleep in, every single thing has to be grown or mined. One of those two things, not anything else. It doesn't fall out of the sky. It doesn't recycle itself out of nowhere. It's either grown from the earth or mined out of the ground and used. So what we're mining, pulling out of the ground right now, might fuel your cell phone in 10 years from now. Haha. You need more gravel, Jack?
I got just a little bit right here.
Okay.
I'll be good for a moment. So one of the things you were bringing up with, like stories of mining and whatnot, one of my favorite quotes I saw was at a Bass Pro Shop in Little Rock, Arkansas, and it said, "All hunters, fishers, and other liars are welcome here."
Oh, yeah.
And it includes mining too, like the miners, everyone has the exaggerated stories. I found a fish this big. I found the quartz crystal this big. The nugget this big. Like, very few people, yourself included, myself included, my best friend Mike Schumacher, we're living the actual stories, the actual legends. We're fighting the amazing things, but it all starts by going out and doing it. If you don't at least try crystal mining, gold mining, diamond mining, you're not going to find anything,
Absolutely right. What he said couldn't be more true.
Yeah.
So so fishtails, people, I caught 50-pound bass or whatever. Get a little goofy. The reason some prospectors or crystal hunters, they're not trying to deceive or lie most of the time.
Yeah.
Some genuinely are shady. That's without a doubt, and we know some of us have met them in the past. Let's say I find a diamond at the Crater Diamond State Park, and let's say it's like a quarter carat, which is 25 points, small little stone, relatively common, but also big, nice, and a wonderful success if you find it. Now, if that's the first stone you've ever found, you're gonna feel like the champion of the world, you know, like you just climbed Mount Albert and summited Kilimanjaro or whatever, and in your eyes and your soul, it's gonna feel like that's a huge diamond. That's
Absolutely.
the only thing that matters, and you freaking did it.
Yeah.
So we're not, you know, sometimes things get embellished a little bit. I try my darndest to not have gold fever and be a realist. And when it comes to gold, I'm very real. You know, I don't think I stretch or could. And now, from you digging and mining with me for the last 3-4 weeks here, Jack, the things I told you on the phone, or what I told you that we may or may not find, did I exaggerate?
No, and it's just been exceedingly better, but like than what you even said. But to be honest, like it's all boils down to one's effort. If you don't put in the effort, you may not get the bare minimum. Oh, it's a little puzzle. 1 second. I was surprised this didn't do it earlier.
So our water's getting messed up here. We're gonna have to clean out the sucker pump, throw our tailings there, but we're starting to get a bad water flow, Jack.
Okay. I'll get this something.
Yeah, so that's not full, but
Oh, it's pretty close to it. And I just emptied it too.
I'm gonna add a bucket of fresh water
Oh,
to the
right.
tub. And it looks like my foot turned off. Oh, I disconnected. Look
Uh-oh.
at that. I disconnected with my foot the wire to the battery. So part of mining, something's always going wrong. Just don't lick it. Yeah. So we just need a loose. There we go.
But we are almost out of material again too.
Okay. So I'm gonna have. Well, I guess we gotta come back here. We got 2 more buckets to go. I'm gonna need you to tell us something interesting, Jack, while I do some screaming.
All right, no worries. Oh, shoot. Well, I'm on here on TikTok. Hey, if you guys have questions, I can see the screen a little bit better right now. Go ahead and ask, and I'll try answering stuff. When I see, again, we're looking for gold in Colorado, having a pretty successful time.
So like Jack just said, we're here in Colorado. Jack's a diamond miner from Arkansas. I'm gold miner, treasure hunter, life liver in the mountains. We've been mining for a couple weeks here. The rivers are low. We got beautiful rocks and gold in the river. We're making the most of summer. Jack's here helping me running the dredge, and we're finding a pile of gold. And this is, I don't know, what is it, a 6th, 7th, 8th cleanup? I don't even remember.
Man, I don't even know anymore.
But so we're full on. What I like about Jack, there's a lot of things, but what I like about Jack is he's like me. When I go somewhere prospecting, or I put my mind to something, to finding a diamond, to finding a whole bunch of gold, when I go to Arizona, Nevada, New Mexico, Arkansas, other states, I'm full on. 100% of my being is into treasure hunting mode. I'm there for a purpose, and the purpose is mining and finding. Anything and everything I do while I'm there serves that purpose. So eat, sleep, you know, go to bed, get ready, gold mining, diamond mining, whatever it is. And he's a champion digger, and he's persistent. I think he's giving himself a personal goal.
I'm gonna get in there real quick.
Yep. Let's dump this out. Let's get you as much as we can.
Here, we'll go with this one.
Get the water out. I don't want to run the gold tube empty for too long. Transfer. You got the bucket? So we gotta transfer this stuff into the bucket, and this is how we do it. So like I was saying, Jax, you know, what time you wake up in the mornings? 5 a.m. And he's usually out of the river between 5:30 and 7. That makes for a full day. And I believe he has a goal to clean out this one section of river because he wants all of my gold. And for the sake of both of us, I sure as heck hope that we, you know, weather permits and that we can dredge out this particular streak of gold around. There.
Hey guys, for those of you just joining, we are looking for gold in Colorado. If you have any questions, let us know. I'll try catching them in the comments. We're getting down to the last of the material. And hopefully we'll still have some daylight to show you guys the gold in the gold field. It's going to look pretty nice. I actually think, Dimus, this might be our best cleanup yet. I've seen all the gold.
Why did you say that?
So much gold specks.
Really?
Yeah. More so than any of the others, I believe. If you guys want to learn more about gold mining in Colorado, diamond mining in Arkansas, crystal mining in Arkansas, be sure to follow. Greatly appreciate you guys. I'll be doing a lot of my videos for the Colorado gold mining in September. Maybe some in August, but right now the focus mainly is just dig, wash, find, and repeat.
So it looks like I could have used an apron today, Chad. I'm going kind of frantic here so we don't lose all of our daylight. Alright, so now screened it down. We look for gold on the surface and or lead. This here bucket has less magnetite. Could be the top box or part of the sluice box that was holding more silt, sand, and clay. And or a run from the river where maybe the paste streak wasn't quite as heavy and or rich. So I'm screening all the material down over and over again. We got 1.5 more buckets to go. Get this saluted up. See if we can find ourselves a picker, flake, or nugget. Let's take a closer look here. We have the Saruka Center magnetites, beautiful center of heavies, hematites. We just recently pulled out some nice garnets. That looks like gold, but it's not. We're not hitting any lead. But most of our gold is super fine, so it's going to go through the 10-inch scrutiny. This is what it takes, guys. You gotta process, you gotta find the gold, find the claim, buy a claim, whatever it is, prospect or find it, then you gotta get equipment. You gotta teach yourself how to use it, you gotta know what you're doing, you gotta know what you're looking for. After all of those and many other things, stars align, then you gotta clean out your material, process tons of good material, then screen it, sift it, concentrate it again, pull out the visible gold, and then reconcentrate it through the gold cube, a shaker table, cleanup sluice, or some other cleanup device. And then we have to pan the material down by hand. getting it down to clean gold, and hopefully you guys will see that here soon. So there, looks like a piece of coral. That shouldn't be here. But this area was sunken underwater by an inland sea at one point. All right, we gotta get Jack some more dirt. We gotta spring faster.
Dinus, I really think we've done at least 3 buckets, if not more.
Yeah?
Do you want to show them what it looks like while we still have some daylight?
Yeah, I have a flashlight too.
Okay, whichever works best for you.
Another piece of lead from the river. Well, let's at least finish this here bucket. How much you got left in that one?
None.
None?
I'm about to dump the water bucket.
Okay. So, the tailings go over here into the bobcat bucket. Off they go. If anybody needs a pile of black sand, those are all our concentrates spent. Jack's running the cube, filling that. Let you guys watch that for a minute while I finish up this final Shazam.
Can't really tell if there's very much dirt in this. Just trying to get the water out. There we go. That's what we're looking for right there. Guys, we're probably going to go live later on this weekend. If you want to see more of our lives, be sure to follow both of us. We greatly appreciate it. Dinus is just on TikTok. He just started a couple weeks ago, and he goes by the official Colorado Gold Camp. Be sure to give him a follow. I'm gonna steal that. It's going to be really hard for any of the cameras, especially mine,
Yep.
to focus once it gets too dark. All good?
Yeah.
Where's the table?
Uh,
Raise a little bit.
yeah. No big deal. What's a sinking table amongst friends? Alright. This material. Okay, a little bit more.
Thank you, thank you.
So what do you guys think? Should we hammer through? We got one more half bucket to go. What do you think, Jack?
It's going to be very hard, I think, to see with the amount of daylight we have left on the cameras on up.
Well, I want to see the gold. It's down in here somewhere.
Absolutely.
I swear. Okay.
Thanks for the likes, thanks for the follows, greatly appreciate you guys. Sorry I missed some in the comments.
How's that? Did that help a little bit?
Oh, I'm just worried about them seeing the gold on the video. I'm not worried about this.
I don't know. I kind of want to see all the gold.
Do it
I
then.
think we got to do it.
We'll see what happens.
We got to finish. We got one more bucket to
Try
go.
over there, right?
We got one more bucket to go.
Awesome, Kimberly. Good to hear.
Hey, honey. Can you please go get your headlamp? Woo! Table's sinking. We got too much gold on the table. We're gonna break it. Okay, we're going strong. I want to see some nuggets. Look. Ah, I see. The problem is I haven't cleaned out this Saruka tub anytime soon. So here we have the magnetites again. Man, with this light I can see so much better. We gotta empty this out. So this oversized material we shovel out into a bucket here. We're probably gonna reconcentrate this through some sort of sluice, or we're gonna donate the occasional lost flake to my driveway. All right, good on that. Back to screen. Let's add some more water. While we're at it, where's that jet dry? Let's squirt a jet dry in that. So I put a drop of jet dry in there. This is a surfactant. It'll help keep any ultra fine flour gold from clouting away. Wow, I just saw a big lead weight in this one. Okay, flatten this out. Flip it. Come on, where's the flakes? Okay. Next one. Beautiful evening here in the Colorado mountains. We're doing a cleanup. These are dredge cans. For my dredge on my private claim. Jack Paradin is in town. This guy found basically the most beautiful freaking diamond ever found in the entire United States. All 50 states. This guy right over here. I'll show you.
With my best friend, Mike Schuba.
This guy, he found a giant yellow, canary yellow, vivid, beautiful diamond crystal. I think it has like 48 or 52 crystal faces or something.
48, we believe, yeah.
Amazing. How many years did it take you to find that?
12 years.
12 years.
But I found 300 diamonds altogether.
Woo! 300 diamonds in 12 years.
I need cons is what I need.
Hey, hey. Yeah. Woo. You're getting close. Ooh, are you running out of dirt over there?
Yep, that's what I was thinking about.
Okay. There we go.
Do you have a favorite gold song? A song about gold? Is there any certain song you can think about off the top of your head?
Heart of gold.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
Good one. Here we got a piece of lead. What is that?
Wishful thinking.
Bob Dylan, Tom Petty, or
Oh,
who's the singer?
not Bob Dylan, that's for sure. I don't think it's
John
it's-
Denver?
no, it's older than all those guys actually. Got me searching for a heart of gold.
We just had a light pull up the shiner workings. Hopefully you guys can see. That's a little too bright for you.
Hey,
No.
in TikTok, can you guys tell us who sings Heart of Gold?
Yeah. Who's the artist who sings Heart of Gold, guys? Come on, shout it out. Sing it out loud. Freak out your
See if you guys posted it. Who sings Heart of Gold, guys? Hey, over 1,000 followers. Thank you.
freak out your wife or husband.
Appreciate you guys.
Sing
Hey,
by
hey,
yourself.
I'm making that right. Who sings Heart of Gold? You guys have any? It is John Denver. Okay, I thought it was someone older than that. Thanks, Aaron. Appreciate you.
Thanks, Aaron. Woo! We got some lead pellet BBs down here. Here's a big one. We're gonna have to go fishing, Jack. We got some nice sinkers.
Absolutely.
In the sinker jar it goes. We're getting close. You need some more dirt, Jack.
I do.
I
I'm
bet.
running like a chicken with my head cut off.
Yeah, we both are. It's getting
Let me
dark.
get in there first.
We need gravel. We're in the final push. You guys, thanks for sticking with
Tanya.
us. Yeah.
Do you want to see our biggest nugget?
What?
I do too.
Oh, these guys messing with me here.
Shoot.
Dang. All right, back to screening. We're really close. Pretty excited to share this with you guys. It's the first time I've ever gone live. Comment, let me know what I need to improve upon. My technique is sound, but my talking skills may be lacking.
No, not in the slightest bit, bud. You're amazing. Great speaker.
We shall see if my gold skills are on par. Come on, where's the stinking nuggets? We got a giant sinker. Look at this one. We can go deep sea fishing with this bad boy. Okay, Jack, we're in the final stretch.
Nice.
I think I got like 2 or 3 more Sarukas to go. And then we're gonna take a look at the gold cube. Oh no, I just dropped some pay dirt. That's no good. We don't want that. So we got Jack over there cubing. He's not Cuban, he's not from Cuba, but he's cubing with the gold cube. Ooh, I see some green in this one. That's a nice epidote. Beautiful, beautiful greenstone. Look at that. Look at that stinker. Super bright. I love these green rocks. They're also slightly heavier than the other material in the river bottom, typically found in placer deposits alongside our gold. Center. Check. And we've got a couple dozen pieces of lead today. Hopefully hundreds of thousands of pieces of flour gold. And so far, no really big chunks, but that's okay because more than 99% of all of her gold fits through this here screen and will end up in her gold cube over yonder. Shake, settle, and flip. Check for more meds. What you got?
So when it comes to cerruting, there's actually I have a favorite song that reminds me of it.
Oh yeah?
Shake, rattle, and roll.
There you go. 50s doo-wop, baby.
Yeah.
So in this case, I shake, rattle, and flip. Get that gold down the sink. There we go. Final bucket is getting rinsed. Let you guys come a little bit closer now. Final screen. Maybe it'll make my dream. Like rhyming here, trying to keep my sanity. Final flip. There we go. Nothing too exciting. So now, let's head over to the gold cube. This is what we've been running our concentrates through. Just getting the last bit of dirt over here. Actually, I need to help you with that. I don't know what I was thinking. I got a little ahead of myself on that one.
Is this made of gold or nothing?
That almost looks like a musket ball or something.
It does actually, yeah, you're right. That's exactly what I was talking about earlier.
Ha! We need some water.
Roger?
We don't have any.
One second.
Sorry guys. Okay, we don't. Whoa! Oh, look at that. This big old flake right there. Oh my gosh. We almost just lost our pay dirt.
I got it, and I got some water here. If you
I
want
got
it.
this one. So, you can tilt it more, please. Funnel that down into the bucket. Do this. Hold it just like this. Yep. Very good. So this is so much easier to do if you have another black tub like this. Here at the bottom, it's a lot easier to splash and waft the water in.
We're on the final stretch, and you guys are going to see what's in the gold cube here shortly.
Ready. We gotta get this fed through the box. Try to keep it out of my eyes. Get a little bit of a bath over here. Get the last fine gold out. Pour the water off. I'm going to carry this over to the cube. Get that gold pulled out. Good job. Thanks for spending your evening with us, guys. We're having a ball here down on the gold mine, screening some gold, some gravels, having good days of dredging, finding gold for now, for generations to come, to add to the hope. Are we still seeing any gold in this material?
I believe so.
Okay, the water's so dirty. Oh, I saw a big old flake right there. You guys want to come check this out. So we've run roughly 4 buckets down at the mine site. If you look really closely here at the top of the box, Every now and again through the silty, dirty water, we see flakes of gold. There's one. Oh, there's like the 3. So in a minute here, we're gonna uncover the tray, be done. We're gonna reveal our gold. It's pretty exciting.
It's not aliens, but like Mulder and Scully, I want to believe this is going to be our best cleanup. I really do.
That would be pretty optimistic of you, Mr. Jack.
10 ounces, right?
10 ounces, 10 ounce goal. What can we pull out? We know we both have hearts of gold.
Absolutely.
But do we have vials full of gold in this cleanup?
What would you say our
Only time
average?
will tell.
What would you say our average cleanup has been so far?
So average cleanup for 4 buckets, 3 to 4 buckets of material. We're doing about 10 grams of cleanup.
Yeah, I agree.
And for how many cleanups we've had, we've got a pretty good pile of gold. No shortage of effort of mining and trying. And we're gonna keep going here for 2 more weeks strong, and hopefully, truly fill up a nice big old fat jar we can share with you guys here shortly. Get the top here cleaned out. This is the technique we use to clean out the top of the cube. It's a very scientific process. Wow, slow down a little bit, Jack. That's you're pumping our paydirt too fast. But so okay. So once we get to the bottom, then the scientific technique is using the spoon scoop, and you gently, like this, precisely waft it, spray it into the bucket, and the gold comes out like a waterfall of gold. So we're getting really close here. We got buckets. Let's take a quick look while he's finishing that up. Here's our Bobcat bucket full, absolutely chock full of black sands cons. A lot of old timers say their wives would be.
Well, we're practically done.
I busted it again. Okay, well, we're fumbling all over everything here. But the old, was that bucket empty?
Practically.
Okay, well, I guess we're practically done. I just,
1 second.
yeah, we're good on that. So we're just about to do the final reveal. But the black sands here, when I was starting out before the internet, all the old timers would say, oh, your girlfriend, your wife will be happy if you bring your concentrates home, because the black sands, you could put them in your garden, especially around your rose flower beds, and the iron from the black sands helps the roses grow. Your wife will be happy, your girlfriend will be happy, give you big kisses, and let you go mining more often with your buddies, right, Jack?
Absolutely.
That's right. So in just a second here, we just turned off the gold cube. For those of you guys who have missed any of this Dynas Gold Miner Colorado Gold Camp, Jack Paradin over here, Diamond Miner Adventure Jack. We've been dredging like maniacs for weeks and weeks, and we're doing a cleanup. This is a 2-day run. Nothing too crazy, but we're hungry, we're tired, it's getting dark. Is it time to take a look?
Yeah.
Shall we take a look in the box here, see what we got? Let's disconnect that. Boom. All right, let me loosen this up. Oh man, I'm getting nervous. What are we gonna have, Jack? Are you ready? Oh man. All right, so here we got the gold cube, top tray, bottom tray. Let's see if we see any gold. Oh, I see gold through here. Look at that. You can see gold. But now the truly exciting feat will be removing this. This is the uncover. And there we go. That is a nice showing, Jack.
It's really heavy on that side too.
Yeah, so the light, if we put it to the side, now you can see we got gold, you know, like 12, 15 rows down. We got a pile here. Absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna pan this out tomorrow. Here's another look. I mean, for some reason, we're a little skewed to this side, so we're running a little heavy on this side, but this is pretty darn beautiful from my past knowledge and an experience. I'm gonna guess that we have, there we go. I'm gonna guess that we have somewhere between 8 and 12 grams of gold right here. In today's money, this is well over $1,000. That's a pretty darn nice gold cube cleanup. What do you think, Jack?
That's awesome.
Give me a high five. Oh, I want a better one than that, boss. There we go. I know we're fist
Video,
bumping down
like.
on the river. There we go. And beautiful sky evening here in the Colorado Rocky Mountains, guys. We're finishing out. I'm gonna do another look at the gold here, and I'm gonna pan this out and show you guys here soon. Let's see. Let's remove this tray. Ooh. Okay, we don't have a tub yet. Is that tub empty? So we gotta come over here. We're gonna have to put water in this here tub. And a lot of times we have some, I gotta come on this other side. If we have any chunky gold or big flakes, it's gonna be right down in here. And we have a whole bunch of gold. There we go. If we don't shine directly, you can see the gold. Each one of these is roughly a gram. And here's a pile, so we probably got like 10. Let's pour this water out. Yep, I don't see any big ones in there, but we sure do have a nice pile of gold here in the gold cube.
Awesome.
Not too shabby, not too shabby. I'm gonna flip this around. Flipperoo. Whoa, I lost you guys. My hair's a mess. We've been mining like maniacs. Thank you very much for tagging along.